Oh, how I love intuitive readings. And we're going to learn some new words today and maybe some confirmation in our situation. Is this a marriage made in heaven? Is the topic. And maybe you're calling somebody's bluff, or is somebody bluffing? Somebody repeating a pattern. Other keywords here are time and again. Time and space in between for healing and growth, and then maybe trying again. Is this a marriage made in heaven? We could be talking about not necessarily a formal governmental marriage, but a connection made in heaven, a marriage. Okay? I'm going to give you 5 numbers or 5 different words. You may never heard of this word before, but this is a word in the English dictionary. Okay? We're playing balderdash. That's why I said, is somebody bluffing? Oh, this is a bluffing game I pulled out of my old family box of games. So, 5 different words. One of these words you'll be drawn to. The word picks you. Okay? Maybe you're most curious about this word, or you just feel in this word, okay? There are other, I'm going to give you a little insight with my decks here, what Spirit has to say about these particular words. Okay, number 1, Yiver, Y-I-V-E-R, Yiver. Number 2, Punty, P-U-N-T-Y, Punty. Number 3, Banaghan, B-A-N-A-G-H-A-N, Banaghan. Number 4, Uloid, U-L-O-I-D, Uloid. And number 5, Caxon, C-A-X-O-N, Caxon. Okay, I'll have timestamps listed down below. This is a marriage made in heaven, or time and again are the topics. Okay, so if you pick number 1, the Yiver, I just want to say it like that. These are your messages. So is this a marriage made in heaven? The card that popped out is the Fool energy. And the definition of Yiver is avid and eager. That would definitely be a fool. There's potentiality with the fool. A fool would be taking action, okay, trusting in the unknown, trusting in their higher purpose and path and calling. This fool is guided by the phoenix that's here and the stars, a higher path. Okay, hop to it. Somebody's about to take action. Somebody wants to yiv to you, be the yiver, who's avid and eager and confident. And this would be somebody who takes risks. I don't know. Maybe is somebody going like, is somebody repeating a foolish pattern too? Because this is a very young energy. This is like starting over energy. It can be the energy of a wild, reckless soul. What does the small print say? We can see hop to it, but then the benefits of breaking the rules look a lot more exciting. So this person ain't bluffing. Okay, this is usually the energy of Aries energy. Okay, Fool energy. The hat has turned into a cup. So this Fool is focused on love and a higher level, higher love. Bring me the higher love. And it's like fire has been lit under this Fool's ass. I'll just say that with the phoenix here. The red and the phoenix. It's a fiery bird. So avid and eager and confident and willing to take action. Or are they repeating some sort of pattern of foolish behavior? I got to see what's on the bottom of the deck before I respond. Somebody's willing to jump, willing to take a leap. A faith energy here is Fool. Take the risk, willing to break the rules. But they need some help. They're saying help here. They're kind of overanalyzing the situation. Remember, I've been jumping back and forth between marriage made in heaven or time and again. We need space, giving somebody space, reviewing something. This man is walking around in circles. On the hamster wheel is this energy. Okay. We can also decide to get off the hamster wheel and shift our perspective. That's what 8's about. Yeah, somebody wants to build something from the ground up with you and has a sweet treat right there on the path. That's a Rice Krispie gift, Rice Krispie treat gift, making new appraisals and setting new targets to get. So yeah, somebody is ready to jump in. And health communication is this spade. So communication and action and building something here. This would be like friendship and putting the work into something, okay? And showing up on the path with sweetness. We've got the center of the cinnamon roll here too. Choice is yours. Okay. So that's where I'm going to leave it. Hopefully you received a message. You may be drawn to more than one word too, so stick around if you want to know number 2s. But that's what I have for number 1 with the Yiver. Yiver. Okay. Number 2, Punty is your word. Number 2. And the definition of punty, which makes me think I'm punting and like I'm playing football. And when we punt, that means that we just scored a touchdown. No. That's kicking it through the goalpost when we just scored a touchdown. I don't know why do you guys have to do this manly stuff. Punty. We punt when we didn't make the first down. So we got to punt. But we're still in the game. Punty. What is the definition of a punty? Punty. An iron rod used in glass making. So someone's strong like iron. Rigid though, too. You know, maybe strong in their principles, strong and sticking to their principles, ruling with an iron fist, it makes me want to say. It feels king and queen of swords. But also somebody is really creative and may have a fragile ego when we're creating glass, right? Let's see what the card is that came out with this one. But also very good with their hands, highly skilled at what they're doing. Creative energy here. Glass blowers. What a beautiful art form to witness. Somebody thinks you're beautiful to witness. An iron rod. Okay. The punty. I've talked about football. I've talked about glass blowing now. When I was visualizing the glass blowing, I was visualizing a masculine doing it. A lot of masculine energy here. For the punty. What is number 2's punty? We got self-control energy. We've got trying to build one's own confidence. This could be somebody lacking some confidence or value within themselves. Trying to find their stability. It's the end of a dragon's tail. 4 of Pentacles. Holding on a bit to the past. Still learning lessons about their own worth and value. So, and it could be quite, like the end of this tail feels like spikes. Looks like spikes and feels like spikes and feels like somebody can get really defensive. Now they're showing me like an iron rod that's put into the fire. And there's so much fire here. It could be sharp with their words or defensive. Defensiveness is coming out here. And that's just from fears, too, of opening up again. Let me see what's on the bottom of the deck. I think that's important here, too. Somebody's quite protective of their energy or their work or their creative space or their finances because they're rebuilding here too. Okay, so a very spiky tail. But also somebody wants to talk to you. Somebody's been holding back talking or holding on, and now they're surrendering. Okay, and opening up, to communication or new truth or new perspective. This is the breakthrough in communication card. So I don't know if it's a marriage made in heaven here, but there is truth here in somebody's heart. And they've been quite defensive or protective about sharing that with you. But they're very excited to communicate now or share with you now or harmonize something now. 8 of Wands. Make something work. That's taking action and showing up instead of retreating and withdrawing and being guarded or protected. And isolating. Raise your hand if you're sure. 6. Somebody wants to give. Be kind and generous. You know, like we're making glass that's fragile, and I said something here about a fragile ego. When we got dragon energy, that's mastering self-control too. Okay. So, and that bright red is like, that could be anger, or that could be passion that has no, like, we've been holding that back or something too. We need to let loose or give it direction. We've been refined through the fires, the iron rod that's red. The red poker. I don't know what's going on. That's what they're showing me. It'll make sense to somebody. I'm moving on. Now, if you thought somebody moved on, no, they didn't. They haven't let go. That's this. Would you let me back in? Would you talk to me? That's this. I surrendered. I'm so excited to surrender. There's something about control here, controlling the timing, and that wasn't working. Anyways, okay, let's go to the next word. What's the next word? Number 3. Number 3 is the Banaghan. All right, Banaghan. What is a Banaghan? A Banaghan is a storyteller. Well, now, there's been a big focus on that in my collective readings. I've been saying that a lot. Taking charge of your thread, telling your story. Many people are going to have stories to tell even about your life, right? Everybody's got an opinion and is telling a story about you. If they're watching you or talking about you or whatever, and pay that, no, never mind. What's the story that you're telling about you and your experience here? You're the storyteller. You're the author, the director, the actor. You're it. You're the storyteller. Okay. We're dealing with a storyteller in this situation. Is this a marriage made in heaven, or time and again? Is somebody being just a storyteller? I got to look at the card. This is about the new story that you're telling that's so exciting. This is about something wondrous and amazing coming into your life. Like, imagine how it would feel winning the lottery. And I like to tell the story of the small win that I had on a scratcher ticket. I like to excite people, especially if I know they play a little bit. I'd love to get them. I want them to know that there was somebody that they know that actually won a little something years and years ago. But I was vibing good. Stella was getting her groove back, or I should say Linda. And I was giving good energy with the job that I had, and people were giving back to me, and I was feeling my flavor and vibe and flow. And I wasn't thinking when I went in there to buy that scratcher ticket that I was going to win. I need to win the lottery. I want to wind down at the end. No, I'm just going to give me one of them crosswords to do it. One that I can enjoy. I like a little crossword puzzles. Just give me one that's that one down there. Just give me that one. So I can play that a little bit when I get home. Now, I think I had a beer and I scratched that. Yeah, that was a big win for me. That was very surprised. This is something very surprising that you might not have even expected. Me telling you that whole story there. But it was about all the work up behind that. You get to the right energy and vibration before that came in. And it was like riding a wave. We get to choose how we ride the waves in our life, right? Like, this is you telling an exciting, this is the start of a new adventure. This is you in a passionate relationship where there's a lot of attraction. This is the throbbing wand, yo. or it's your creativity. You're inspired, you're enlightened and motivated, and um, it's all those things. So it's good. If it's a marriage, it's like you love your job, you love what you're doing. You're an entrepreneur, maybe traveling for with your job. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck on this one. What deck did I use? This one. Okay. Chains of love. Somebody really values you. This is the single kind of, I'm single, ready to mingle and have a new adventure. Chains of love is like, well, let me give you, I feel connected to you, magnetized to you, attracted to you. It's deeper than an attraction, though. I really value you. That's the mini Empress energy. I love your confidence. What's under this? I'm a king about ready to shoot their shot. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Says shoot your shot. That would be this. Okay, the Union card. That's somebody taking some action and showing up in a way that where you feel valued. This feels like cuffing season too, or something. Here, you're no longer going to be single. I'm taking you off the market. I hear that. Shoot the shot. Okay. I feel like I'm playing basketball. Now I was playing basketball, and then I was playing football, and the last one, fucking game. Well, we're playing Balderdash, which is also a game. So I have to get back to the storyteller. You know, somebody's got some story to tell you about a big win, or they took a gamble here on something too. I'm looking. Oh yeah, there was some swords here. I'm just looking for the swords. If the communication is coming through, it is. Might change everything. 5 swords. Where you guys were disagreeing, there's solutions coming in. Somebody doesn't want to be difficult to work with. That's what it says. Somebody's got some juicy news that's going to calm the wind and the waves. Okay, I'm just peeking. I was just peeking for you. Let this person tell their story. I feel like it's been ups and downs with this person if you pick this one, especially like riding the wave. You know, sometimes you catch a good period of time or a good wave, right? And sometimes it's not so great. Sometimes it's really turbulent. It's emotional. It's been emotional. But the Kevin. Trying to figure out if this is more than just physical attraction, but you're going to shoot your shot. I'm telling you, this is a soulmate. 6 of Cups. Okay? If you were wondering. There's a strong physical attraction that started and is building into an emotional bond. Page of Cups. Which is also a positive omen of change. I keep peeking in here for you. Okay. Enough. All right. On to the next one. If you pick number 4, your word was Uloid. What in the world is a Uloid? Scar-like. Scar-like. And the first image that popped into my mind was Scar from The Lion King, but maybe you thought of a different Scar. Maybe one of your own scars. I love my tiger stripes. I love all my scars because each one of my scars has a story that we're so proud of to tell, right? Scars to Your Beautiful song is coming through here. So is this a marriage made in heaven? Scar like. It's like you have similar scars. So there could be similar understanding between you all. Okay, let's see what the card is. Let's see what card. I use a regular playing card deck for yours. Nothing's altered. It's just regular playing cards. And what card came out? For the scars, we've got the 10 of Swords. For the scar-like. So, you're done with something here. The marriage made in heaven wasn't maybe marriage made in heaven. This is a betrayal that happened to you. But this is also the worst is over and relief and recovery. And also embracing new beginnings and not repeating the story. Loving those scars and beginning again after heartbreak or loss. I want to see what's on the bottom of the deck. This is also a card about communication, a shift in a mindset, like pain that teaches you, intuition, wisdom, the 10 swords, scars that are alike. This is marriage. This is marriage material. This is commitment. This is a new emotional commitment card. The Ace of Diamonds. This would be like, I want to put a ring on it, be my girlfriend, boyfriend, let's move in together. The commitment, a job that you really love after you were rejected. 2, where you're really valued. And you might like this is a big win or a golden opportunity energy here. And we need to stop manifesting from our wounded space, that fear, that 9 of Swords. We are aware that we are valued and that somebody doesn't want to, that somebody wants to commit here. I don't know if it's the same person that betrayed you. That I would have to do a separate private reading for. But there is this is like one of the best cards you could get if you pick this one. On the opposite, like this kind of pain or this kind of loss, there's on the other side of the spectrum after healing and recovery and recalibration and doing all those things that we do to value ourselves again and love ourselves unconditionally and start over. This is a new beginning. You know, like there is that 10 of Cups on the other side of it where the dream come true and comes in. What you manifested comes in is the Diamond. You got to get clear. I know what I don't want anymore. And because I know what I don't want, I know what I also do want. And I'm going to manifest from that space and not from fear or paranoia. Because I closed that chapter out of that pain chapter. Okay. Tell me a little bit more about the Ace of Diamonds on this one. Like we talked about a betrayal, and that was the Lion from a brother betraying. So this doesn't have to be just romance, okay? That was the Lion King story, Scar and the Lion King, a betrayal. All right. What is the Ace of Diamonds about if you pick this one? Whoa. Somebody definitely wants to talk to you. That's the Page of Swords, okay? Healthy communication, or somebody's been watching you. It's my spy card, watching out for you, looking at another 10. This is action, though. Okay, at the 10 wands is to like feeling overwhelmed with your life or feeling overwhelmed at work or having to set some boundaries or saying no or enough's enough in a situation. Ending something is both of these and relief coming. So, and a new offer. No more like somebody may have just constantly wanted to fight with you too. This is also coming through like somebody just may need to do a little bit more healing work, you know, before connecting in a marriage kind of a situation. Because there's a lot of scars that are coming out here. Would be like these both is like I'm still wounded and I'm guarded up too. And everything has been difficult and against me, and I've been attracting some trauma bonds. Really going off onto a side tangent on this one. Okay. If you need your private reading, reach out to me. Okay, number 5. What is your word? Number 5 word, the Caxon. 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 What's a Caxon? And the topic is marriage made in heaven or time and again. A Caxon is a wig, a rug, or a hairpiece. So we're talking about a situation where there's a cover-up involved. Because all 3 of those make me think of cover-up. It covers up something else. A wig, a rug, or a hairpiece. And also, are we just brushing something underneath the rug? Let's see what the card is with the Caxon. 3 swords. So this is a pain card, a heartbreak, a breakup. Somebody wants to talk, though, too. That's what spades are, or swords. They wanted to clear up a communication issue, or let's clear up this misunderstanding that we've had here. Maybe somebody has been masking their pain, not letting you know how something hurt. That's here too. Okay. So what's on the bottom of the deck? I need to see that too. We're going to, well, yeah, somebody set a boundary. 9 wands and the 9 swords. If I made you feel second best, girl, I was blind. Sorry, I was blind. You were always on my mind. Willie Nelson. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while because you're amazing, baby, just the way that you are. Now, I'm getting a little like love bombing kind of energy here. This could be the energy of looking for the grass greener on the other side. Yeah, I'm sorry, baby, coming in with some love bomb energy. And you have already set the boundary with this person before. So maybe in the communication, that'll clear up the misunderstanding. Or maybe they want to know why you set this boundary like you did. Somebody was not feeling the vibe. There were 3 people maybe involved in a situation, and this one. I see another 3 here and another 3 here. And what somebody is covering up, they could be putting their energy. This is like third-party affair or 3 people involved in a situation, or feeling like the third wheel in life. But somebody's covering up the fact that they don't know how to live without you. Leanne Rhymes. And they fear losing you or something. Or fear that you've been going out and partying and whatever. Like, I don't know. Time to talk at this one. But be careful now. It's the only time I said in all of these words that somebody might be love bombing you here. Because we got this damn cover up. What's the cover up about? Rip that shit off. I don't know. If you're bald, go, like, let it go bald, baby. You don't need to wear no wig. You definitely don't need to wear a wig or a hairpiece, and we're not rugs cover things. So, I don't know. I don't like to sweep nothing under the rug. I'm gonna shake the rug out. I'm gonna shake the sugar tree. Those are the intuitive messages that I'm receiving today, and I'm going to give myself a break. And I love this channel, and I love all of you guys, and I hope you receive a message and that you learned a new word today. Or maybe it was just a little confirmation you needed today about your situation, and is this a marriage made in heaven? Or are we just repeating a pattern time and time again, or time after time again? I don't know. Are we coming back together again? Hopefully you got your direction. If not, reach out to me. We'll do a quick reading. I do them on donation basis too, so I don't know what is going on. Yeah. I have plenty of time. I make time. I stretch time. Yeah. But these man-made time. Only time I have to I have to live by man-made time is on days that I have to go into work, the market. But other than that, I'm watching nature cycles. Why am I going off on a tangent? I'm done talking. Bye.